Well, welcome back all. Peter Clark here from OBrien Real Estate, and I'm joined again by Hailey Mitchell, and we're going to talk this time around terminating a tenancy and notice periods. This is to do with the recent or upcoming changes to the Residential Tenancies Act in Victoria, due to come in place on March 2021. So, terminating a tenancy and notice periods, this is a bit of a minefield, isn't it? So,
it is.
Let's get into it. What's changed here?
The 120-day no reason notice to vacate. So that one's been removed. It was removed when the COVID legislation came in last year. So we're kind of used to the fact that one's gone. The end of fixed term tenancy notice. So that's a notice where we just say to a tenant, at the end of your lease, we're not going to renew, we'd like you to vacate. So with that one, they've restricted it to the first term lease only, which means that if we have a really good tenant in year one and then we sign them up to year two lease, and on year two, landlord wants to get them out for whatever reason, we can no longer use that notice to vacate. And the only way we can get a tenant out is a 60-day for a reason, like owner move in, sale of property, change of use, repairs, renovations, demolition. So it's, I guess, a little bit more difficult to vacate a tenant if a landlord doesn't have a reason under the Act. The other thing is that if you do serve a notice to vacate for sale, for example, and then your owner changes their mind, you actually have to keep the property vacant or not use it primarily as a rental for 6 months from the date the notice was given. What they've done though is they've popped penalty units on this one quite significantly. So it's currently 60 penalty units if a landlord breaches this section, and they've changed it to 150, so it'll be just under $25,000 fine. They have also included a few new notices to vacate as well. So endangerment, so that is an immediate notice to vacate and no longer just includes neighbours, it actually includes us, so agents, owners, contractors or employees. We've got threats and intimidation, where a tenant has seriously threatened or intimidated the owner, agent, contractor or employee, and that's a 14-day notice to vacate. And that's actually worked for a few property managers throughout COVID, so that's successful at VCash. If your mortgagee is taking possession, it's changing to 60 days rather than 14. And the only other one that's changing is the death of sole tenant. So if we do have a tenant who passes away in a property, it's upon agreement when you get the property back instead of a set 28 days.
Terrific. All right, thanks again for tuning in, and we'll be back with our next update very soon.